is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo.
Good morning, everybody. Wall Street Pete, Crypto in Crypto. Good morning, Sean, to you in the live chat. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We have another chat. The live super chat is not coming up yet. But Tommy, good morning to you. The viral's in. What's going on? You hit the like and subscribe every day. We come on live for you, talk about the crypto price, crypto news. Been shying away from the crypto news, but if there is any crypto news out there, I'll talk about it in different terms. We're going to try something a little different instead of the crypto news. With some news that I'm hearing. How about that? This may be a little fun game to play. Hash graph. We're going to talk about that. So if you're interested at the end of this, do I think that it's at the bottom? Do I see an exponential moving average ribbon about to explode? That'll be something we'll talk about at the end of this video. If you're interested, hit the like and subscribe. We talk about every day, going on a ride, going to the moon and going soon. Found something in the charts. No YouTuber is talking about, and if they are, bring it to my attention right now in this chat. Hit the like and subscribe, baby. Let's go. Wall Street Pete has found something amazing. And I'm getting loud, and I'm excited for a reason. This could be a shoulder, ladies and gentlemen, and this could be something called an inverted. Erasing, if it is happening, this. I was just looking at it, and I was getting pretty excited. And I didn't want to get too excited because obviously we have many steps and confirmations before we get there. But if I were to take these yellow, if you were to look at this chart, you were looking at this is Bitcoin on TradingView. This is pretty wild. What's been happening, obviously, we'll go into the crypto market cap. We are getting something similar to this, but are we matching the same ride? Because you know how we talked about 26,000 would be my first ride to the upside. A little notification that we would be coming there, hitting resistance. This is something I do. This is my strategy, not financial advice. But just a gentleman who likes to wear the visor, right? Not an advisor. But pay attention, definitely to mention on this. Going up, I think we break, ride this maybe for a couple minutes, and then get up. Pretty quickly. You'll see some quick resistance, but then we'll shoot up because the FOMO is real. The liquidation, it could create a short squeeze. What's a short squeeze? A short squeeze is when many people are going to start shorting this. Oh, yeah, it's going down. No, there's no double top formation here. Right here, that's a double top in here, and that's why it came down, actually. But there's no double top formation from here to over to here. So my point being is there's not one bearish momentum there. That's actually a bullish because we're coming up more, retracing a natural little pullback here, and we're not going down. So this is what I'm going to talk about real quick before we go back into hash graph and talk about it. I had a chart the other day, and I said, literally a day ago, right, or 2 days ago, I said we're going to fall down to 19.8. I started looking at this chart. I started paying attention. This is the 4 hourly, and I'm starting to see this. And this is a bullish flag now that it's forming. Right here, this is a bullish flag. Some people want to call it some different kind of patterns, but I could see a bullish flag coming in right through here. Only problem I have is I'm worrying about this momentum because then what sometimes can happen is that then maybe I am correct. Maybe it's just delayed. Maybe it's just waiting. But we will get something similar to this if we break below that 19.8. You already know we are in deep doo-doo. This is what I expect for Bitcoin. This is what I expect for the next move. I'm just going to harp on. We didn't change the narrative. We're pretty much saying the same thing. Just doing a quick rerun on that. But I do have hash graph. A lot of people are excited about that. Let's pay attention to what's happening in the crypto space real quick. Very fresh because we were 9.6. We were 960, excuse me. 953. 0.3 billion. So we're up 1% pretty much. I wanted to go over real quick because if you don't do this in the morning, and this is maybe another tip for you, and maybe this is why you'll hit the like and subscribe. I do a little game I like to play. Well, who's been doing great? I like to know who's been doing shitty. Excuse my French this morning. But 7 days a week ago, right? Pay attention. Up Bitcoin 11.5%. When I'm paying attention, who is the man, right? We can't, that's the type of person I always was. Who finished first? We don't give ribbons out for second place. Who is the man? Who's the mother effing woman? So right now, Avalanche, 21% is kicking some ass, but who's the best? Right now, 24%. Polygon Matic. So please don't FOMO into it, but we can go over that in the super chat. Please let me know. We haven't done this in a long time. What token would you like Wall Street Beat to break down during this little maybe fake dead cat bounce? We'll find out if this is a real bounce to the upside. So please don't FOMO in and get crazy. If you're looking to get in short term and be a trader, well, that's absolutely what you're going to do. But please pay attention to this. A lot of things are up right now. When you see green, I get concerned, right? People start FOMOing in. We'll see if we get back to the 1 trillion. But I wanted you to pay attention to that really quickly. That was the top 15, 18, top 20. FTX is now in that area. Look at Litecoin, $52. That was once $150, $143 standard, right? There was a standard price as some of these prices are out of control. Low, 12 cents, high peak. What's going on, Tommy? Tommy, do you have something? Oh, gods. There it is. Everybody said it was a repeat. You know what's funny? That's a great coin, a great talk. I like God's chain. It's a game. Crypto, earn to play, and some people really pay attention to these type of things. Why? Because, well, what I think is going to happen with the earn to play gods is people are going to actually, and we got to go over hash graph before we go. Sorry to do that to people, but I wanted to take over crypto gods. Let me go fast. This is what we do for you. You hit the like, you hit the bell notification, and then we go over it. So right now, gods, and I thought I had something set up for gods. I'm kind of annoyed that I don't have it. It's clear as day to me. If you don't know what a cup and handle is, well, we're going to teach it for you today. So you're going to find out what a cup and handle is. Why? Because this is doing exactly a cup and handle formation. This is standard textbook. So right now, we'll talk about this. Pretty good one to talk about. A lot of people are going to harp and FOMO into this. If this is on the leg up, then we'll be doing something called a Fibonacci sequence that I like to maintain. Where do I find it? It's hard. It's very, very difficult to work, so please be very, very careful. It doesn't always work for people. Traders think I'm crazy. Some traders think I'm amazing. It's all opinion, but this is one of my moves, one of my strategies, not financial. So pay attention to what we're doing here. Okay. Now, what I'm finding is a pullback to the downside, usually 3.82. We already have established that. Pretty hardcore, pretty exact, precise. This is God's Unchained. Real quick, we got a 51 pullback. So we'll find out. Was that typical? Well, typical in a bull market is 50% to 38.2. And it just so happens that that is the golden pocket. So in the golden pocket of the Fibonacci, we're looking to see if we bounced off the real tip meat of that, which would be right about there. So we're looking good. If that continues to be the upside, we'll go over some resistance, some support levels, and as you can see, clear as mother effing day, there is resistance, and there is a top resistance right here at this price. What is it? 58 cents. Clear as day, 58 cents. We cannot hover above it. What did I say that this is similar to? Most of the men are on this channel. You see the woman at the laundromat. Hey, baby, what's going on? Can I get your number? Every time it hit this specific price here, now there's another resistance level. But there is a medium of the price. See, even though it goes over, there's still a medium every time. This candle means it was just a liquid catch up, liquid grab, and then it immediately came back down. So there is something to speak above this resistance at 60 cents. A lot of people just use math, 10s, 20s in order to, you know what I mean? Oh, we're going to get out when it hits $100. Or we're going to get out when it hits $1. That's what everybody does. $5. They're all zero increments, and this is how people think. So what happens if you see resistance? Well, this used to be the old support level. So pay attention to that. So right about 60 cents is where the real resistance is. If you F with Wall Street Pete, you'll be getting out at 58 cents, making money, assuring that you'll be able to get out before the platform you probably are on with no ledger like a knucklehead, and you can't get out because Coinbase is shut down because 1,600 people are trying to get out at 60 cents. We'll be getting out at 58 cents before the knuckleheads. So this is what we try to do. Like I said, it's difficult. So pay attention to everything I mentioned. We're going to be done with gods in a second. I'm going to go over hash graph, HBAR as I promise. 51 cents right there seems to be the good buy. We may have already done that. If we are not done, If we are not done, the 50% pullback is really, really smart. I would dollar cost average in. I would not put all my eggs in one basket. But if we do bounce, there's a good chance because we have yet to do that, it looks like. We'll see. 49 cents on this chart. That's the 4 hourly, so you take it for what it's worth. I'm going to do something different now. When we did this, we probably did the most smallest one. Let's see what we did, because this scares me now when I look at this. When I did the top here, we fell all the way to this line. So let's see what it is. I'm not even going to cheat. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it was 38.2. Was that the one we got off? No, it was 50%. So this is going to concern me, ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit, because now I'm looking it over. 50% happened already. We hit the 50% we touched. So you know what's next, right? 61.8. So now we're going to get cheaper. If this is the head, it's going to show a little head and shoulders pattern coming. So now I'm really preparing myself because I'm doing real TA that I usually don't show you guys. What's happening is if I see 61.8 coming, because that's most likely next, then I already know 48 cents. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait, ladies and gentlemen, because anything lower than this is a concerning price anyway. So apparently that's the 61.8. That's the next level. We'll get rid of it just to not confuse anybody. But there it is, 48 cents. There's a good chance 48.4. There's a good entry price for the Gods Unchained. So you're very welcome with that, Tommy. I know, or whoever said that, Sean. You're very welcome. Hit the like and subscribe. I got to tell you, what's probably going to happen here is there's going to be a right here. There's your handle. And it's so funny as hell because it works out perfect. It took a long time to do that, and I'm sorry. TA is not quick. But if you do see that, these are your chances of your handle. Probably worst case handle, I believe. There should be FOMO coming right through to the maybe 51 cents. Like I said, we could be done. Remember, I started off by saying that. So that's the scenario if we continue to fall, if this tricks you out. But like I said, there's a chance the 51 cents already happened. You're very welcome. Next thing is hash graph HBAR. Right now, I'm pretty excited about this. Why? Because it seems to have been hitting a bottom here. I was looking at this really in depth, and I'm like, holy cow, this is the steps to hell. I mean, really, right? Huh? Whew. Finally, we're walking on flat, right? We're walking on flat ground. If you paid attention to it, this was some slope, right? It was, look at it. If you pay attention, definitely to mention, that was a real big slope. What are we doing a little bit now? Well, the slope has kind of calmed down. And this is hash graph HBAR. This is part of a ledger. Speaking of ledgers, right? If you noticed and you zoom out, the down slope is getting a little better because now we're coming through, and I feel like the weatherman, right? This is the weather. Let's talk technical analysis now instead of being silly. This is the exponential moving ribbon average. If you pay attention, the outside is the Bollinger Bands. What happens is the Bollinger Bands get super tight. So it's telling me the tightness, and we'll go to the top here. Something like this is happening, and you see them how it's coming in more. We need that. Once that happens, which we'll see right now because we're coming above the top of the band, and we're building support. And where are we building this support? Because it's very important. Because I'll tell you right now, if you break below this support and finish a candle below, which is, what is that, 63? What is that? Let's get the price up so we can stop playing games and trying to see. Hash graph, 60, all right, 6/3 of a cent. So 6 cents. If we start breaking below or finish a candle below that, you'll see that the EMA exponential moving average, the ribbon, even though it's getting tight as AF, it's getting ready for a breakout. So if you want to make a move, you want to make a short or long, and this is why we are where we are with the Bitcoin price, because you could trade on leverage. There's only so much money into the market pool, market cap, that you could trade on leverage and just keep reaping and stealing out of the pool of the money. How much leverage can you keep stealing the money away, shorting this market, and the price not really get affected? It's happening. That's what I'm trying to say. So the support price right here, this could be the range. This could be the range before you break out. So pay attention to that. But there is a breakout coming. I'm explaining to you now. Maybe pull a couple of indicators out, right? Relative strength index. I like to do that. This one would tell me that maybe we're going to the downside. But it doesn't mean diddly squat until you check the charts, and then you start realizing that this is kind of confirming it. I got one confirmation on the bear side for hash graph. So like I said, I don't know, but this may be giving you some high volatile waves, boring sideways action for a little more, because look what we've been doing. This couldn't be any more volatile. And this is the 4 hourly, so maybe we'll switch to the daily because I want to see what the daily does. And that's what it's funny, right? You go from 4 hourly to daily, and it gives you a different thought. So on the daily, we're still very bullish. bullish. So maybe in the short term, we're going to get a quick dip and then back up, because right now, the last time on the daily that I've been in this range and I've been in this area, what have I done? Well, if I look at my history, and this is a daily, remember, 2022, 2021, this is hash graph. We've gone up, gone up, gone up, gone up, gone up, gone up. So there's a lot of times we have gone up, very rare, quick bounce to the downside, but then what happened after? Well, you waited a little bit and you prevailed. So pay attention to that, because we already sunk a long time underneath that area where we're calling support that we've jumped up. So it looks like, if I was correct on this one, we are about to flip to the upside, if not spend more time going sideways. So if you're interested, this is something I'm looking at. I'm kind of excited because the ribbon, the EMA exponential moving average, is starting to do something. And as you can see, even on this chart here, now this is the daily, and if you could really see it, look at this big balloon. It's getting ready. This is the red part of the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band is red. And I'm teaching a little too much here, but I'm going to give you a headache maybe too. And the outside Bollinger Band, that was the top, is green. So if you see those colors and it's hard to see, I'll give you a better understanding. You see that balloon? Well, we're getting tight right in here. There's a price action coming. I'm telling you right now. I'm not telling you what direction, but if I was a guessing mother effer, if I did TA before, Gary, we could do Jasmine after this and we'll go. I love Jasmine, so I like it just as much as maybe almost Gary does. The ribbon's getting tighter. That's what I see on here. This is the daily. Let me do it one more time, right? Right click and then stop that. I'll pull it over. All right, so it's coming down the ribbon. I see it getting tight here, my Bollinger Bands. My ribbon is also getting tight. What I want to do is flip this yellow. So what you're going to want to see here now in this outside, I don't know if you see the actual ribbon. The yellow, how it gets tighter and it goes red, that's not the Bollinger Bands. This is the EMA now. If you pay attention to the EMA, I want the EMA yellow ribbon to start coming through and flipping. So if my yellow band does this and you start seeing that, we could confirm, you're going to have a little bit of some time of us going up. And then what happens is the red band flips to the downside. So what happens? Well, every time that the ribbon is on this side we're going down. Every time that this ribbon is over here, we're going to the upside. So once you see these two cross, you'll see. And where? Let's do an example. What are you talking about, Pete? Right here. On the August 5th of 2021, this actually happened. Now, we could be doing this earlier, or this could be waiting until August. Maybe we do it again. Maybe it's a yearly thing now. Hiya, Pete. Can you look at Burger Cities? Never heard of it, but I could put it down as a note, and maybe we do a video for you. I don't have enough time, single guy, for that. But I would love to check it out for you and then get more in depth for you. We could do that, a video for you. So pay attention, hit the like and subscribe. So you probably are subscribed. Burger Cities Burger. Never heard of it. I'm not too shy to say that. I invest in blue chip. I invest in high profile coins, tokens, assets that we are more into trustworthy. Like I said, Luna, if you watch me from the past, Luna's never been a good token to me. Luna's never been a good asset. And sure as hell, I never trusted the guy from the beginning. Quodon, or whatever the hell his name is. Wow. All right, so here we are. Pay attention to this right now. This is what you're looking to happen. You're going to get the yellow band finally flip, get this bottom. And if you know what I'm saying, if you look at this, this is pretty similar to what we're actually seeing right now. Could I be wrong? Yes, but I mean, it's been a while, but isn't that similar to what we were just looking at there before the ribbon flip? So that's me. That's Wall Street Pete. That's my thought. Avalanche, Solana, all looking to do great things. Funny as hell because I predicted this on Solana. Look at this. And now we're probably going to start coming back to the upside. I'll be taking profits in all these set up for me. If you could like this kind of stuff and you want to go over tokens that might be set up for you, you hit the like and subscribe, you hit the bell, and then you hit the all notifications. When we do go live, you get this, and it's not an old video. Follow me on Instagram, IG, wallstreet.pete. That's a good time. We fool around, so please don't get too serious. But there was a song here, and I got a little ridiculous, and I'm sorry. I'm out of my mind. So if you want to have fun with stupid things I do like that, I'm not even going to show it because YouTube will probably screw me up for the song. I just realized I can't even do it, but watch me on IG. It's funny. We have a good time. Some of the wolves comment. But pay attention to what I'm saying. Some things like Solana. Solana's got a ribbon that's getting tight as AF on this daily. Seems like the market's doing that. It'll get some sideways, and that's going to bust through. I do believe that we're heading towards these directions. I would be pretty surprised. I'd be pretty surprised with everything that's happening that we go to the downside, because if we do, then we would have to pay attention. Once for sure, if we started testing the $30, and that's just an even 30, you would then have something to worry about. So we're right now $8 away from that. That's just a lot. It's a little quick tidbit. We're going to go to Jasmine because Gary's been patiently waiting. And here it is without further ado. Like I said, what was it? Single Guy. Single Guy, thank you so much for that. I will take a little peek at that on another day. So this is Jasmine on the daily here. Whew, we got a lot of garbage, a lot of big mess here. Zoom in. We may have to reset the chart for Jasmine. It's been a long time since I paid attention to anything on Jasmine, but God forbid we do exactly what I did here on this W. That's right. So if you were following me on Instagram, we actually told you this was coming. And I don't mean to be a wise ass like that, but it was 2 days ago. Jay Creek liked it. A couple of people, some of the Wolves, they followed me on Instagram. And what happened? I said, Jasmine either was going to test the support level again, which was the resistance that they were going to hit, or they were going to break through. And I said this would be the breakthrough. And without further ado, I rest my case. We were just short, a little shy of what I had up to the 11 and a half, almost breaking to 1.5 cents over. But still, this is about where I said we would be, and we did it. So what I'm expecting now is if you pay attention to here, this is pretty cool because, yes, we have a chance to fall down. And this is where my method and my thought of Bitcoin falling would be something similar. Because if I look at the RSI levels, I believe we're pretty strong on here. But there's no reason why we couldn't get enough volume, go sideways, and pump back up. You need to stay above the EMA exponential, which is perfectly 107. So if anyone is interested in this trade or interested in staying alive, you candles, which is what, a 4 hourly, 2 hours and 31 minutes, you'll have a next candle. And the next candle, as long as we keep staying above, which you'll see here, is pretty good. What I'm saying is once you start breaking below that 107, basically, if you want to say 0.01, which is 1 cent, 0.7, if you want to get into depth, this is the exact precise area, I believe, as long as we keep 4 hourly candle above, we don't have too much to worry about. Finally, if you want to remain bullish after a pullback, a retracement, you would have to stay above this, which is the 1 cent. So anything lower than the 1 cent, I would start getting concerned. Why? Because we're falling through the EMA. And if you see what I'm showing you here, this is a 4 hourly on the exponential moving average. It's very important. This is Jasmine. This is the payment system. If you're interested in that, you hit the like, you hit the subscribe. We take sometimes coins from the audience, tokens, and they tell me what they want to go over. And then we go a little bit of some in-depth into it, not exactly precise, but enough for you maybe to be intrigued and help you out, hopefully. Like I said, none of this is financial advice, but if you see here, there is some type of support being built exactly at this level as I'm speaking of. So let's pay attention to that. That's really big. Usually I'll put like an orange up here for some resistance, but that's about it. So my name's Wall Street Pete, Sick Dough in Crypto. What's your Instagram? I really suck at that. But usually we come right in here and I help you out. I got to update this. We got to get Twitter on here. I believe Twitter, you'll be able to find me. TikTok and Twitter. Instagram is in the green, wall, st.pete. So pay attention to that. You'll find me on Instagram. Here we are. Quick little one to help you out. The current picture is the Wall Street Pete with the girl riding on the rocket. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Check us out. We do reels. Hopefully none of them offend you. But we stick to the Bitcoin news and the Bitcoin price. Can't do a video every 5 minutes. It's pretty tough to do video every 5 minutes to update you. But we do some things, having some fun. And, got a Bitcoin problem? Call 1-800-BITCOIN. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, okay. I ain't got a Bitcoin problem. I know exactly what I'm doing. But we just do some funny memes fooling around. People have things out there. I was dancing the other day because I was excited. Bitcoin was pumping. But check us out. I do the charts. Like I said, this is important. These are the things that can happen. I let you know ahead of time. This is Bitcoin. We could get this fake up 22. Actually, it's great that we're going over this. 22.8. A lot of YouTubers I found out after I did my technical analysis. 22.8, a lot of people are talking about if we break through this, we can find this 26,000 area. We're looking at a 4 hourly on here in a big picture, starting to come through. But like I said, if not, this is a fake out. We can't break the 22.7. We will remain in a bear market to the 13,000. People think I'm flipping my narrative. It's not. What's happening is these are the confirmations getting you ready. Like if you were paying attention the other day, 1 day ago, we talked about this. This was 4 days ago, how I said 3 days ago. See, I told you this falling wedge may break out. So you have to stay in contact with me through Instagram. It's probably the best one. I have the least followers. I have more followers on YouTube. Of course, been doing this for a while on YouTube. I appreciate everyone. Right now, like I said, Sandbox, I'm even talking about it. We may have skipped this. We may not be retracing. If you notice, this could be happening in a different form. The volume's coming in. I see a bullish flag even on Sandbox through here. We must pay attention to the 8 o'clock daily candle now. Now I'm going to be paying attention. Now I want to know what's happening, right? If you see the validity in here, it's pretty insane. This is a daily candle, and we're getting ready to go still. This is the candle right here for Sandbox. It's been up and down, and it's been trying to break above that 125, 126 area. We'll see if it does. This is a daily. Same thing with Bitcoin. We have to find out. So maybe we'll pay attention to the daily because it's been two big boring-ass days now, sideways with some volatility coming through. So we'll see what happens here. Like I said, I do believe there was a 30% move coming from this 19.8. It could still happen. A big scare to the downside would be on this sloping side. But if we are continuing to head to this upside and we are remaining bullish, we will find ourselves all the way to the 26,000. Like I said, we're paying attention. The number one pay attention to is the 22.75, right? We talked about this so many times. A lot of people are rounding up, I guess, and saying 22.8 now. This is what I'm finding out. But these are very significant levels. So maybe you want to take a picture. It's your Bitcoin cheat sheet. But for sure, we did break out. As I told you, this falling little kind of wedge that we were getting was falling even on the daily. It looks fantastic. Pay attention to this kind of stuff. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Like I said, my name is Wall Street Pete, a gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Similar to the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Here's my badge that I used to wear every day. It has, what does it have? It says, I think it says, Postage Master Return Postage Guaranteed. If found, please drop in the nearest mailbox. Yeah, okay, kiss my assy bass. This is mine, Wall Street Pete. I like this. I can use it as a souvenir, whatever I want. But when I worked there, I loved this place. It was a young little tyke there, fresh out of high school. So I picked that out of college, and you know what? I still am glad and grateful for this day that I went there instead of college. What would I have been doing today? I would have been paying some loans off, wishing I could have bought more crypto. So imagine that. So I don't have that problem. Maybe some of y'all that are watching this, you hit the like and subscribe because you have that exact problem, and you just thought that was funny. It happens. A lot of people I know that doing their professions right now currently, even some of these people, they went to school. And guess what? They ain't doing diddly squat anything near what they paid to go to school for. So I'm investing in crypto. Dollar cost average in. If this is the bottom and 17,700 Bitcoin was the bottom and we're all getting fooled, and God forbid Bitcoin fooled us for once, right? It's been done before. So there's a chance. I do talk about the 13,000, but there's a chance. So Wall Street Pete, I'm out. Have a great weekend. It's Saturday morning, 9:35. We have a whole Saturday to get something done, make some extra money, and buy that dip. Take care.